Good afternoon, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup here on this Wednesday afternoon, July the 1st, 2015 here on Peter Wiggins. Let's start off at the Toronto Center up in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Boston Red Sox squared off against the Toronto Blue Jays in the third of the four-game series on Canada Day up in Canada. And the Toronto Blue Jays bats. Sure got chopping like firewood in a Canadian log cabin near as. In the bottom of the first, Edwin Encarnacion homers on a fly ball to left field that scores. Encarnacion, Reyes, and Josh Donaldson was 3-0 for the Blue Jays here. And then Justice Mark homers on a fly ball to right center field. And that scores Smart, and Russ Martin was 5-0 for the Toronto Blue Jays through the bottom of the first. And then bottom of the second, Jose Bautista homers on a fly ball to left center field. 16 homer for Batista that scores Batista and Reyes, and it's 7-0 in favor of the Toronto Blue Jays here. And then in the bottom of the third, Smart again homers on a fly ball to the left center field, and it's 8-0 Toronto Blue Jays through 3. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Jose Bautista added a sacrifice fly to right fielder Eliano Diaz that scores Jose Reyes, and it was 9-0 in favor of the Toronto Blue Jays through 6. And then top of the seventh, Pablo Sandoval grounds out shortstop Jose Reyes to the first baseman Justin Smoke, and Angel Ramirez scores. It was 9-1 in favor of the Toronto Blue Jays here. And then on top of the 8th, Mookie Betts on the line drive to left field at 9-2. Red Sox trail the Toronto Blue Jays. And then bottom of the 8th, Josh Donaldson homers on a fly ball to left center field that goes Josh Donaldson and Jose Reyes as the Boston Red Sox ran into a Toronto Blue Jay buzzsaw on Canada Day today as the Red Sox got thumped by the Toronto Blue Jays 11-2 as now they dropped to 36-44 in the season here as Mark Bell got the win, 7 strong innings pitched. Gave up 4 hits and just run and struck out 7. Wow. Rick Parcells got shelled. 2 innings pitched, give up 7 hits, 7 runs, and 7 earned runs. And 3 strikeouts as the Boston Red Sox will try to shake that blowout loss outside and then focus on tomorrow night's finale as Wade Miley the man for the Red Sox, while Matt Boyden the man for the Toronto Blue Jays here. Alright, other scores around the majors here on this Wednesday afternoon here. Cincinnati Reds over the Minnesota Twins, 2-1. And top of the first, no score between the Oakland Athletics and the Colorado Rockies. And the San Diego Padres and Seattle Mariners get underway in a few minutes in San Diego here. Alright. Let's take a look at some sports news here on this Wednesday. The Cleveland Cavaliers remain confident that they will sign free agent power forward Kevin Love, despite his desire to feel out of a possibility per the Akron Bacon Journal. Julie Johnson, a 23-year-old defender, had a flawless first World Cup benefiting that minute of Tuesday's semifinal between the United States and Germany. The center back screwed up as she sparked a 2-0 victory over Germany to put the U.S. team in the Women's World Cup final, where they will await the winner of the Japan-England game. The Secretary General of the Confederation of African Football says FIFA's Senior Vice President and African soccer head Issa Hayato will present the trophy at the Women's World Cup final in place of Sepp Blatter. Bobby Bonilla has today played since 2001 and received $1.19 million every year on July 1st from the New York Mets about an agreement reached between him and the club when he was released before the 2000 season ends. He makes more than Russell Wilson did in 2014. The Pittsburgh Penguins are the biggest winner over the free agent behind the season because they landed the biggest difference maker in the marketplace in Phil Kessel. Trade makes the Penguins big winners on day 1 in NHL free agency. Jimmy Butler has agreed to a 4-year maximum deal with a player option for a 5th year. Wednesday showed why the Bulls were so confident entering in the free agency. Joey Chitwood III, president of Daytona International Speedway, has urged NASCAR friends to bring Confederate flags to Daytona over the 4th of July weekend as part of NASCAR's flag exchange. Anthony Davis and New Orleans Pelicans sends powerful messages with a landmark agreement as he is a transcendent player. Jerry Dipoto, less than 4 years embedded in the Los Angeles Angels defenseman Osmelian charge in trivia was no more than a subject and kingdom owner Artie Marino Construction manager Mike Chosa invites Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, in advance of his first tournament start since missing the U.S. Open cut 2 weeks ago. Tiger Woods sounded cautiously optimistic about his Bendon performance. Free agent linebacker Brandon Speck was sentenced Wednesday following a traffic accident in early June, according to the WCBB in Boston. Speck was found guilty of 3 charges. As he was found guilty of 3 counts of leaving the scene of the crash. Washington Redskins wide receiver Deshaun Jackson was unloaded on his former team, accusing the Philadelphia Eagles of launching a smear campaign against him. In Wimbledon, England, 7 American women in singles matches of Wimbledon on Wednesday. None was as qualified to go off topic and discuss the Knicks of all things, as Coco Vandeweghe wins and saves a few shots for Carmelo Anthony. DeMar Carroll is leaving the Atlanta Hawks to join the Toronto Raptors. London burnout tournament question. Wimbledon seat rule which allows women players some spot, but not men as on-court temperature edge over 41 degrees Celsius on Wednesday. The second overall pick in the NHL draft signed a 3-year contract with the Buffalo Sabres on Wednesday, as that club been circumcised from last week's draft and refused to come immediately to join the Sabres. Phoenix Suns all set on $70 million deal with guard Brandon Knight for 5 years. That's me for the Sports Roundup, and it's Wednesday afternoon, July the 1st, 2015. Please have a good rest of the afternoon. I'll see you later on.